What's up, guys? It's just gonna be like a kind of a random video with a few things thrown in together. I want to talk about, but it's not really long enough to do a video about. Um, First thing I'm gonna tell you, these targets right here, they're free. You can print them off online. You can get them in all different shapes and sizes, squares, animal shapes. There's probably 100 different designs. If my memory serves me correct. If not, there's a typing free targets on Google, you'll come up with pretty much one of these straight away. They got these. The main ones I use is this, another one that's got a smaller dot to it. Print these off. If you got a work that's got a free printer, it's really free. You don't got to buy ink. But couldn't tell you how many times these have saved me on a shooting day. Want to go outside, want to go out back and shoot some, might be getting a little darker. I don't have it, and I go look for some targets that I want to shoot anyway. Don't have nothing. Go print some off. You're good to go for shooting. These are good for zeroing in, on a day like that. But anyway, they got all kinds of different targets too. But free targets, you can't beat that. Just tape them to something. However you want to do, tack them in. There you go. Find you an old box somewhere, throw it out in the yard. Anyway, another thing I want to talk about is I've been looking online for buying ammo prices. I'm about to spend a lot of money, probably about $1,000 on ammo. Just on like 5 calibers, not even getting the quantity. I want like 500 of 5 calibers. God, that's crazy. Ugh. But, I'm gonna restock up on my AK, my 223, my 45, 9mm, all that stuff. But anyway, when it comes to AK, I noticed that it's hard. I can't find the. On the websites I was looking at, I can't find the Wolf black box ammo. I think it's poly something, polyformance or something like that. Anyway, and I kept seeing the military classic, and I stayed away from the military classic before because I looked online about what it was before, and somebody said it was supposedly a real reputable site, and had all these hits on it and everything like that. People saying it was the right answer, stuff like that. Well, anyway, it said that the military classic, because anyway, most people will think that most your steel cased ammo isn't lacquer coated anymore. Like you hear, I grew up, my dad still thinks they're all lacquer coated. I'm not even gonna argue with him, trying to teach him otherwise, but most of them's polymer coated now. I guess, since the advent of polymers hitting the world and getting so big that they just is a stronger product to use on their casings, and they got tired of hearing people whine about it. So anyway, like Wolf uses polymer. I'm pretty sure Brown Bear does. I haven't done it, but I know most of them. I'm okay with the lacquer coatings anyway. Don't bother me. But anyway, I know Wolf uses them, at least, and I shot Wolf for 17 years at least, and I've never had a problem with it, as long as your gun will shoot steel case ammo. Like an AK, it's the only thing I run them through. I won't run Wolf through AR-15 or anything like that. It's just harder on the gun. But anyway, harder on extractors. But it's kind of a known thing that people think that the lacquer coats off, and even the lacquer was proven that torches, your gun would have to be extremely hot to cook off a round or to melt that lacquer in there. Maybe some of the crappier lacquers, I don't know. It's been a long time, but I never had a problem with it. Even my dad's guns, and he threw them things through hell. Nowadays, I would never do my guns like he does, but his guns all run, most of them anyway. But anyway, I kept seeing this WPA, and I kept wondering, because I kept hearing mixed. I'm like, I'm just going to call Wolf and ask him what the difference is, because I don't really believe these people, and that's all I'm seeing. So I first looked on their website, and it said pretty much the exact same thing. I called Wolf, and they put me over to a rep or something, and they said it was just a marketing ploy to kind of get out, and I guess, it changed kind of their goal of it, but it's the exact same ammo as the black box. They're two different brands they run them underneath, but the WPA is exactly the same. They're both polymer coated, and exact same internals, primers, grain bullets, you name it, all the same. Um, Everything about it. So I guess I'm gonna go with the APR. I like brown bear a lot. Silver bear is good. Um, I like that a lot, but I don't really care for the Tula ammo too much. The reason for that is I've shot pretty much all the steel casing ammos I wanted to get my hands on out of my AKs. They all run fine. I was kind of shied away from the Tula, didn't hear much about it. I was at Walmart, I picked up maybe 7 or 8 boxes of it, and I noticed that it shot lower than the other rounds in my AKs, and it also, it seemed like it had a wider group. Maybe I just wasn't shooting good, but I felt pretty on that day, and it had a wider group. I opened up at least another inch, inch and a half. I was shooting at 100 yards, you know. I didn't really care for that too much. Plus, it was lower. I mean, it's good ammo. I never had a problem with it, but I just, you know, for a couple hundred yards, it'd be fine. But I like a tighter group, especially when I'm not paying much for the bullets in general. My preference. But I'm trying to stick with brown bear or wolf. I like brown bear better than wolf. Or silver bear is good stuff too. I think that's the first ammo I bought when I bought my Romanian was silver bear. I haven't had none of it in a while. But anyway, another thing I'm thinking about doing, I'm thinking about getting a Krebs custom AK. God, it burns me though, just the price on it. My thought process on this is, it's one of my dream guns. The Krebs custom is pretty much, you know, Arsenal, Polytech, or Polytech's a different one, but the Arsenal and some of the other ones, it's like a Cadillac. Polytech is if you want a traditional AK, Polytech's one of the harder ones to beat for traditional. For an actual made in another country, you know, ready to rock AK that's not some parts kit. The Polytech Legends is the way to go. But for me, one of my main problems with the AK is the ergonomics, you know, thumb safety, the crappy sight radius and sights. I love my AK-47, don't get me wrong, it'd be hard to pick another gun to go over it. Like, I like my AR-15s too, but it's just one of the things. I love the reliability and the robustness of the AK and the knockdown power. The range, I feel comfortable shooting within 250 yards. That's just because that's the yardage I shoot iron sights. I haven't really ever had, I might have had a 400 yard range, 350, 400 yard setup, but it was at his garage. We never really, the only time I went there was whenever I was shooting a scope. I was tuning in for a long field shot. So I never really shot irons that far, so I'm not really comfortable with it, but I'm sure I could. The way I see it, most people have hard enough time. This is one of the things that don't get me. Most people have a hard enough time that don't shoot a lot. Like a lot of y'all old timers, y'all grew up shooting. I grew up shooting. But a lot of the newer people that didn't have that experience, you know, maybe their parents didn't own guns, or maybe they just lived in the city. But I shot hundreds of thousands of rounds, not millions of rounds when I was younger. They ain't got that experience, you know. So it's hard enough for them. Like, I have plenty of friends that come out here and shoot, and you know, I don't make fun of them, I don't talk about them, you know. Some of them do good for beginners, some of them kind of suck, but you know, most of them, you know what I'm saying, at least know how to shoot. I'm not gonna knock them for that or anybody else, but most people have a hard enough time hitting the target at 100 yards, and most of these people will give you the same argument that can't hit a man-sized target at 100 yards that they need an AR-15 for the long-range shots. I don't really get this too much. But 300 yards, if it's 400 yards, the AK will go out, I don't know, a mile or so. But it'd be deadly, just like a 22. It tells you on the box, deadly for, you know, so many feet or something. Anyway, it's close to a mile, if not a mile. But they give you the effective range because that's when windage and dropping really start to be deadly. But or not, windage and dropping really come into effect, not deadly. But anyway, the Krebs Custom has a thumb safety on it. It has peep sights, has a rail system that I can mount a light to, and it's thin and comfortable. and if it don't add a lot of weight, all this stuff, and it's fine tuned. I mean, he goes through it and just tunes everything up. Everything's super tight. Super tight that's supposed to be super tight, not the action, because that's what makes the AK good. But I'm talking about the everything's tuned up, the dust cover's tight. But you have to look at it. It's called a KTR 09s. What I'm thinking about getting. It's about $1,500. But my idea with that is to have a home defense gun that I'm comfortable if I have to go out, because I got some land. If I have to go out at night time, you know, check on my dogs, whatever, but I'm pretty sure something's going on, I can grab that, have a light on it. Maybe if a wolf's attacking my, because this happens out here, I live in the country, you know, we have animals try to attack our other animals, and I have shot animals off my dogs and stuff like that. It's like right now I think we have a bobcat outside. I seen it kind of go in the woods, but it looked like a bobcat. I'm not sure, but I don't really know what those will mess with and what they won't. They're kind of rare around here. But anyways, just some kind of my random stuff. You know, maybe some stuff to help you out. Some random thoughts. All right, take it easy, guys.